how to remove fake Google My Business review. In this video session, we're going to see the options available for removing a negative review or a fake review, and I'll touch base with the policies that Google has in place for business owners, as well as share with you some insights as to what else you can do, dealing with fake reviews if Google My Business customer support is not willing to remove the negative review, okay? So, first, this is what Google wants you to do. Understand the policies that it has in place. That means the way that people can leave reviews, it needs to follow certain guidelines. For example, fake content. It says your content should reflect your genuine experience. That means if someone has gotten a service from you, then surely they are entitled to share that experience on Google My Business reviews. But if they've never gotten a service from you and thought, you know what, I'll go and leave a negative or fake review, that's actually against Google guidelines. Make sense? So if you're operating a small business and you got a fake review, 1-star review and so on, and you know for a fact that person has never gotten a service from you, then that's fake content. They should not be able to do that. So Google My Business does try to protect the small business community, okay? So it's only in your best interest to visit the support section for Google My Business and learn more about the guidelines that Google has in place. So you can read through it, surely offensive content, spam and fake reviews, all that stuff. So what Google wants you to do is follow these steps. First, if it's a fake review, Google says log into my Google My Business, as in your Google My Business, press on reviews and locate the fake or negative review, and you'll see 3 dots on the review itself. As we can see, when I hover over it, it changes color. So we press on that and then flag as inappropriate. So that's the step that Google made available for quickly and easily flagging a review as inappropriate. And inappropriate then means it does not obey the guidelines. That's why it's inappropriate. Now, if you've already done that and Google has reviewed it and they didn't take any action, as in they didn't remove the review, then what can you do? Well, you can still say to yourself, okay, you know what? It could be an honest mistake. They reviewed my request for removal, but to no avail, right? Then you can, once you're logged into my Google My Business, press on support on the menu link here, and on the right hand side you'll have the help section, okay? And here it says contact us. So you can press on that. Depending on the request that you're wanting to resolve, it will give you options in terms of how to contact Google. Let's say if I moved my business, I can press on next step. Here it says moved business, and then it gives us some more help articles to read through, and then I can say no, I want to see what's next step. And you can see here it says get a call, you can have an online chat, or send an email. Okay, so there are different contacting options for your business regarding reviews or any help you want with Google My Business listing that you have, okay? So there are ways to approach fake negative reviews, and Google surely it can be complex if you don't understand the policies and how things work, and you're thinking, you know what, I really can't do anything, I'm stuck with a fake review, I flagged it as inappropriate, but it's still there. So what I'm doing is showing you different ways to approach that fake review, one way or another, because it's costing business and because it does not follow Google guidelines. You are not alone. That means you have options to resolve this matter. Now, when you follow all that you can, let's say you even contacted Google My Business and they reviewed everything and thought, you know what, no, we can't remove that review because they do that too. Now, if that's the case, what else can you do? Well, you really have two options at that moment. Is one, you contact a lawyer and start legal proceedings, because you can do that. In Australia, there have been a couple of cases whereby some business owners have taken Google to court, and from that avenue, they have removed that negative review. And the fact is, in 2021, there are many online silly people saying, you know what, for $5 we'll provide a review. Makes sense? There is only online marketplaces whereby people can buy reviews, whether positive or negative. Well, if there's a marketplace, then it's obvious that some things are wrong and some people, I'm not going to say your competitors, because they may not be providing those fake reviews. Make sense? So, in fact, before I show you what else you can do, what you can do is click on the link of the reviewer to learn more about them. Make sense? So you can do a bit of online research to say to yourself, you know what, is there a legitimate person? Because some people, let's say living in some other part of the world, and they end up leaving a review, and yet your business is in New York or Canada or Australia, then obviously, if you're a local business, how in the world did they become your customer? So when you do that research, and if you can identify clues as such, you can take screenshots and take sample images, so that when you interact with Google, you can send that detail saying, you know what, obviously this person seems to be living in a different country. They are not my customer, and yet they left a negative review. Make sense? So that may aid your request for removal of Google My Business fake review. As I've said, you then have the legal options, but what else can you do? Well, it seems that some people leaving bad reviews end up putting details of some competitor business. Let's say ABC Services is my competitor, then fake review not only gives a terrible review, as in bad things being said, but they end up giving details of some other business in my area. And it's obvious then what they're doing is, giving the fake review, trying to, get the customers going to a different business. At that moment, I wouldn't suggest that you follow this option unless you exhaust all the other options first. But if you do everything that is within your power, and you're thinking, you know what, that person left a fake review and it has my competitor details, they want my valued customers or potential customers to go to my competitor. Well, if that's the case, let's say ABC Services, just a sample.com, that's the business website. That fake review tries to divert the potential customers that you may have. Then you can say ABC Services Reviews.com. Now, you can create a quick and easy website built on WordPress, because WordPress is better and easier. So then easier in terms of ranking in Google, abcservicereviews.com, then go ahead and start gathering reviews for that competitor. Make sense? And put up a website and showcase their reviews. Because if they have the audacity to hire someone else to provide fake reviews for your business, then it's okay for you to create a website and highlight their reviews, starting from the 1-star review first. Makes sense? And on the sidebar and so on, you may provide some discounts or highlight your business. So if they want to steal your customers, then you can follow a different approach and steal their customers as well. Makes sense? Teach them a lesson using RankYa strategies, so to speak. Simply put up a website on WordPress, quick and easy. It's not going to cost you a lot of money either. Perhaps $100, $200 if you can do it yourself for web hosting, domain registration, making sure the business details and the keyword reviews is in the domain portion. And there are other methods to rank in Google, quick and easy, okay? So if you follow this option, then when someone searches for your competitor whose details were mentioned in that fake review, surely people will definitely search for their business and reviews accordingly. While here, to brand protect your business, you can and perhaps should definitely consider reputation management before people leave bad reviews. So that's an option. Let's say your business name is xyzservices.com. Right? Let's imagine that's your business domain. Then while you're there, just register xyzservicereview.com, because it's very easy for someone to put up a website, highlight reviews for any business, because the term review is searched in Google. So if someone wants to do business with me, perhaps they'll go to Google search and search for RankYa reviews. Make sense? So if you end up, creating a quick and easy website, highlighting your business and your reviews, then you're basically brand protecting. And that's a smart way to approach an online business. So I have outlined many various ways for you to deal with or remove negative reviews. Quick and easily, you log into your Google My Business listing profile, press on reviews, locate the fake review. You'll have 3 dots on the menu here. You can press on it, flag as inappropriate, knowing that inappropriate means it doesn't follow Google My Business policies and guidelines. Now, once you follow their approach, perhaps give it a week or 2, and if there's no response or Google My Business customer support is not willing to remove that review, then you can say, okay, you know what? Let me follow a different option as to contact Google. You press on support menu link, and then here we are. We press on contact us, detail. Remember, the options that this help section will provide will depend on what you type here. If it's reviews, it's moved business, and so on. Because sometimes Google gives out the contact us phone number, sometimes the chat option, sometimes just the email. Okay, so keep that in mind. So you simply can contact Google My Business, knowing that it's actually a business. Google is a business. It obeys by the governing laws. Okay. Now, if you follow that option and still it's no good, then you can follow the legal option, as in contact a lawyer and so on. And if you've done that and at the end of the day you're thinking, you know what, that review is not being removed, then I've just shown you a different option as to follow the ABC competitor services review, put up a website, highlight their reviews. please do that only if that fake review tries to divert your potential customers to your competitors, because that happens as well. I thank you very much for learning with RankYa. Check out RankYa blog and RankYa YouTube channel, whereby I share with you quick and easy Google optimization methods that you can use to improve your online business and your website. And I'll talk with you in the next video session.